All right, let's dive into branding module 4. This is kind of a fun one, but it can also be a little stressful. One thing I just want to remind you is whatever you decide your business name is, that can always be changed. It's just one file of a document on the Secretary of State website. If you want to change the name, obviously that would change your branding on your social media, your website, any of that kind of stuff. So the more you have, the harder it is to change, but also you're not 100% locked into whatever you decide to start with. So when you're brainstorming your ideas for your business name, the best thing I can say is test out your, final 2, final 3. Ask people if they hear that name, what business do they think it is, what feelings, what thoughts come to mind for them, and do that for yourself as well. I say this because when I first started my business, I called it Back in Motion Massage. I thought it was super clever. It was cute. I had a picture of a back on my business card, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to fix people. I'm going to get them back in motion. I learned after I kind of became a more official business that everyone thought I was a physical therapist. I would get calls for chiropractic, physical therapy. It wasn't aligned with what I was wanting. And so I ended up actually changing my business name partially because of that, because I found it to be confusing for people who were finding me on Google and wanting to make an appointment. So I think getting ahead of that and just seeing what people think you're offering. I also had a therapist who rented from me whose business name was Awesome Massage. People thought he was offering something extra. He would get calls about, happy endings or things that he was not offering. So just really be thoughtful about what other people are going to think when they see your business name. What values and vibe do you want your brand to convey? This is really, I think, the first spot to start. What emotion do you want it to evoke when someone sees your logo and hears your business name? And then once you have your final ones, ask people, what do you feel when you see this, or if you hear this business name? I would also recommend something that's easy to spell. If I hear it, I know how to spell it. I know how to look it up. I know how to find it. Something that's easy to say. Kind of just some basic things, but sometimes we get so caught up on, ooh, this is so great, that we get blind-eyed towards some of these things we should be thinking about. So the colors and fonts go along with that, the feeling that you want to evoke, and then make sure that you have a tagline. This would be just like a one-liner. It might be an extended version of your business name, but think about if you could summarize your business in just one sentence, what would you say for people to understand what it is that you do? And then get to work on it. If you'd want me to, give you my opinion on any business names that you're settling in on, just let me know. I'm happy to give honest feedback on that.